well.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
Oh no. Oh, hello. Hi, everybody. Here we are. Oh my god, this hat.
Oka's wearing my cowboy
This is
hat.
Lalo's hat, but he has to come to New York to get it.
And I will.
Yeah, I think you have to now.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now he's wearing my cowboy hat. We all know what that means.
Oh man. Hold on.
No, Lalo, I don't know what it means. What does it mean?
Don't even worry about it.
When a fella wears another feller's hat.
Don't even worry about it.
It seems erotic.
You know.
Welcome to Brokeback Monster of the Week.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Good.
we've already done that on this channel a little bit.
We have, and we can keep doing it.
Nothing wrong with some gay cowboys.
Nothing
man.
wrong.
Except I made the Brokeback Mountain Cowboys like minor villains.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
They were like cult
Hot.
leaders.
That's true. I remember that. I was there
Yeah,
for that.
it's pretty homophobic of you, honestly.
It can't be that homophobic when every character is gay.
Yeah, I know.
True.
And we just kind of Coyote's general presence in the space was more than enough to make up for it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we're here. We're gonna play more Monster of the Week. If you're joining us for the
Really?
first...
Shit, I wasn't ready.
Well, I mean,
I
Lalo
just
was
kind of joined this Zoom call. I didn't know we were playing Monster of the Week.
Lalo was
Just
truly opening
opened
D&D
it, that's
Beyond
what I'm
earlier.
doing.
Yeah, I opened D&D Beyond. We're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. I thought this was
Absolutely
Samsung Part
not.
4.
We're out here. I'm feeling very sexy because my friend Aragati gave me a makeup consultation and I know how to apply foundation now like a smart person.
Yay.
So, in case you weren't here last week, we are playing Monster of the Week. It is an extremely fun, fast and loose TTRPG. It's very collaborative, and I think we should talk about where we're at. We're at Boston University. The year is 1973. Yes, I opened my notes to remember what fucking year it is.
Right on.
And there is a possessed mascot suit on the loose. We'll do a little bit more of a recap, but why don't we introduce our characters again to everybody and ourselves real quick. So we want to see who goes first. This is the one time I get to roll dice. Lalo, would you please introduce yourself and your character?
Uh-oh, me. Okay. Hi, folks. I'm Lalo. I don't know why I'm talking in that register. That's not what I sound like. Hi, folks. I'm Lalo. I am going to be playing Van Morrison, no relation. Van is a fucking weird dude. He's a strange guy. He founded not founded, but he's now the head of a cryptid enthusiast social club at his school that also is a social club for gay men, but 6 of one, half a dozen the other. He loves mysteries and cryptids and strange things. I'm playing the the expert playbook in Monster of the Week. He's a strange little guy. He doesn't drive. His friend Dan, that's what he's got Dan for. But his name is Van. Don't even worry about it.
It will never be confusing. It never has been confusing.
And he knows Archibald's secret. God damn it.
What secret? I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's just go round robin. So, Hunter, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Archibald's secret is that he's British.
That is not a secret in any way. He's even worse at keeping that secret.
Hi, I'm Hunter. And I'm playing Dan the Man. The man with the plan and the van. And
the van.
Dan is a goth jock from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. He is going to, well, I suppose actually he's just graduated from the old business school at Boston University.
Yeah.
Be you.
Be you.
Be yourself.
Yes, I will.
The BU Terriers. He's an old terrier. He's got a van, and he's Dan.
Yeah.
Yep. He's the mundane, so he's just a regular guy.
A guy.
Yeah, he's
My
literally
brother-
just a guy.
Yeah. My brother went to BC. They had a rivalry with BU, so at sports games they would chant "Sucks to be you."
Be you.
Pretty good.
I love that.
It was
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
good. I think that Dan would be inclined to agree.
Oh, but he would hurt Van's feelings so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he would never say that out loud, but when he's sitting in the stands and the opposite team is shouting "Sucks to be you," he's kind of like, yeah, I mean, they're spitting.
Also, major shout out to Hunter for even fucking showing up, because Hunter's got a case of the vid.
The vid.
The
Hunter
COVID.
is so in bed.
I have the fucking suds, bitch.
In bed.
Hunter is so on NyQuil.
So in my actual real bed and on NyQuil.
I like that. So, I mean, it makes sense. We'll just say that Dan has dropped some mushrooms for this. Also, like that you're more cropped on the stream setup. So instead of saying "fuck around" behind you, like it says on Zoom, it just says "fuck."
Oh. Which, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty accurate.
real. It's real to me.
Oak, would you indulge us with introducing yourself and your character?
Yes, I'm Oak, and I am playing Archibald Cornelius Gideon Ackworth IV, the professor of English at Boston University. He's normal.
You don't want to tell anybody which playbook you're playing?
No, it's not relevant.
And it never will be.
Never will be.
He's playing the English professor playbook. It's homebrew. He just quotes Robert
damn it.
Frost at you, and then you die.
Happened to me.
I mean, that's just like real life.
Yeah.
Happened to a friend of mine.
I mean, when we get up to higher levels, I'm very open to making that a custom move for you.
Oh, I already have it. I've already used it.
Been using it.
You're like, actually, yeah, I did make a custom playbook and I did not consult with you about it. Get fucked.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hell yeah. So, a recap from last time.
Right.
Van was planning his major road trip in the library, and he met with Archibald. It was a stormy day at Boston University, and they were doing a rehearsal for the graduation ceremony, which is tomorrow. Dan heard some police sirens coming from the stadium and investigated with a van full of mushrooms in a crime scene that was full of cops, and luckily did not get spotted. Picked up the other party members and they met. Here, let's go on over here to the board.
The board.
That's what this
Oh,
is
right.
called.
There were people.
Yeah, there were people, so we met.
We met a couple of those.
Yeah, we met.
One or two.
I gotta put my notes over here, bitch. Here we met. My notes are everywhere. Girl, I'm gonna be so better by the second adventure.
It's okay. You're doing amazing, Patty.
We met Darby Foxtrot, who took over being the Terrier 3 mascot when Van was deposed
Motherfucker.
from it, after having a violent moment with the other mascot from another team.
Just very passionate.
violent.
I mean,
We also met the chief of police and the chief of public safety of Boston at the time that were clashing over a supposed cover-up of the cops of this violent event. We met the van, and you all decided to head into the stadium after meeting a very friendly police officer not pictured, named Tom York. And you headed in. There was a little shrine to Terrier 2 and the mascots. You learned a little bit about Boston Terriers themselves that were bred in Boston proper. And did somebody roll something in roll 20? I heard a sound.
Yeah, sorry, I was just making sure I knew how to use it.
Oh, you're good. Because you're not getting up for your dice today.
Fuck no.
And does anybody have anything they want to add to that recap that maybe I missed?
not that I can recall.
I learned what an ambulance is.
Yes, this is important.
Archibald had a big day out.
Oh, hello, Fish
Archie's
Moth.
big day out.
I fully did not do a Tom York voice. I did not even do a Boston voice.
Also, you said, luckily we did not get spotted, and I hate to be all teacher didn't we have
so
homework,
did.
but we got pretty spotted. Both me and Dan failed rolls.
Oh, that's
yeah, no,
right.
you guys both got spotted. I was in the
Wait,
van.
you said, oh, that's right. So you really didn't. So that truly was a teacher. Did we have homework
Yes.
moment? Really?
I'm
thought-
still-
Fuck yourself.
God, fuck me.
Wait, got spotted doing what? Lalo, I did a really good job lying.
That's right.
to
I
the
forgot.
cops.
Hunter
I did an
a good-
A+ job.
Yeah, you
lying to
recovered
the
it.
cops
True.
about why
That is
we were
true.
there.
Which is,
They saw you, but then you did lie to them.
that's one of the
Yeah,
powers
I
of
did
the
them
Monday.
so good, and I convinced them that we were part of the journalism school. and
Yes.
that the people
Yeah, that's
deserve
right.
to know.
That's right. Dan flexed his boobies at them so good.
Yeah, and they were like, "Wow, this man meat is so journalistically integrous."
Integrous. Which is a word that exists.
Yeah, that's definitely how you say full of integrity.
Integrous, yeah.
Integris.
Integrous.
Integrous.
Integris is better, yeah. I would
Yeah,
agree.
okay. That's a good point.
Okay, so yeah, you were pretending to be journalism students. Tom York, the police officer, is your ally. Don't worry, we're not allies with police officers in real
No.
life. Just in this fictional game. They were also
I'm
less
gonna be
militarized
bitch.
back then, but not by too much. We're not going to get into that right now. We learned important in the shrine that a lot of
Oh, terriers have heart problems. Boston
Yes.
Terriers. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
and the
And-
victim. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Oh yeah, the lady who got murdered had her heart torn out by some kind of beast.
Yeah. See, these are actually important details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It would be really good if I wrote anything down.
Yeah, I should be keeping notes.
We're doing a mystery-based campaign, so it might be good to start taking notes.
It sort of just hit me. This is kind of
Different.
unrelated, but in many ways extremely related. The only person among the four of us who can in any way even do a Boston accent, given that he's from there,
Is the guy doing a shitty
is the
British
guy
accent?
doing a shitty British accent.
Don't worry about it. Listen, I can't do a Boston accent either. It's just the kind of thing of like you hear it enough that you can't fucking do it.
Yeah, you can get close.
Lalo, give us your best Wahlberg.
Fuck. I don't like that man's. I don't know what he sounds like.
Well, that means you can definitely make fun of him and not feel bad about it.
Give me a thing to say. I wouldn't even know how to run at it, honestly.
Go fuck yourself at Dunkin' Donuts.
Go fuck yourself at Dunkin' Donuts, you know?
Go fuck yourself at Dunkin' Donuts.
Go fuck yourself at Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know what the man sounds like.
Donkey.
That was giving like mafia movie.
Yeah, that was all I could do.
To me, honestly, there's no material difference
I got
between
so
New
scared.
York and Boston.
Mhm.
There's a 4-hour train ride.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do that in my sleep. That's nothing. I'm
Literally.
from the Midwest, bitch.
You can literally do a train ride in your sleep. That's how it works.
Yeah, you literally can.
I would do that if I wasn't afraid of missing my stop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
do that if I wasn't afraid of sleeping in public.
Yeah, honestly.
That's okay. Trust me. I've fallen asleep on a train plenty of times. The fucking conductor will shake your ass awake and be like, "Get off the train."
I've seen it happen.
Well,
Should we play some TTRPG games?
let's play some Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
I will grant all of you for remembering important details +1 forward, so write that down.
Oh, sexy.
+1 what?
Forward, so you get to use that to ask an extra question if you're doing one of those moves.
Okay.
Or you can use it, I think, to re-roll like fight stuff.
A notebook.
Question. Because so I have my special boy man with a plan abilities. And that one's like, it's supposed to roll at the start of every play session.
It's play
But since
session, it's not,
I think so. Let me check again. I'm 99.
it might be like the start of the mystery.
Let me check. I'm 99, but I could be wrong. Oh no, I am wrong. I'm often wrong.
But you still have that from before.
Yes, I still have it. That's what I was basically gonna ask about.
And
but-
what does it grant you? Remind me.
It grants me just a sorry.
You good?
So I rolled 10 plus, so I have hold 2. So essentially, I can spend it just in situations where I need to be where I need to be, ready and prepared. I don't fully get it, if I'm being honest. I assume it's just if we're in a perilous situation, I can be I actually planned for this.
Yes, that's
And then-
exactly what I would do.
Yeah,
And then we could even do a thing like a flashback scene where you did something.
cool. Yeah.
So the last thing we didn't recap is that you went to the scene of the crime to investigate what had happened, and as you were investigating the paw tracks of where the creature had gone, you noticed that they kind of just stopped, and then right above you, Terrier 3 poof appeared out of thin air and pounced on you.
Oh yeah, did
It
I
said-
get my little ass tackled?
Say again?
Did I get tackled?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
Divine
you see
retribution in many ways.
this amazing piece of Photoshop work from me here.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's so small.
It's so small.
That's me playing with Paint 3D.
Beautiful.
I'm honestly terrified of this creature.
Yeah.
You're
Hunter's on-
terrified.
Yeah.
Hunter's on a lethal amount of NyQuil, and he's so scared of this creature.
So
I'm gonna feature in my fever dreams tonight.
it's right now, Terrier 3 is in your face saying, "Get out of my territory!" and is attempting to snap at you. What do? You're pinned to the ground.
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And the other two are here. We determined that we all stuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all... Okay. I'm pinned to the ground. I would love to not be. That's something I think would be fun.
This is
Um,
where you could use the preparedness stuff too.
I think I may. I think I may spend one of those. Here's what I'm debating. I'm not sure how I would have been what does one? Because this is some kind of apparition, right? Or it's physically. I am physically touching it, right?
I'm gonna grant you an idea that I think you could do. You could use your preparedness points to say, after reparking the van, you stopped at a payphone and called your professor.
Sure, I love that. I'm absolutely content with that.
Okay. I guess we can flash back real quick to that.
Perfect. Can't wait. I just remembered that I'm supposed to be doing a voice, and I still don't really know what.
Wait, okay, can't hear any of the Terrier puns under your breath. I'm missing them.
Blocking him on Twitter.
So you're at a payphone between the Sears and the stadium, and you think it might be a good idea to share the information you've learned already with your professor. If you'd like to introduce this character.
Yeah, so, as mentioned at the top of the stream, Van is, what's known in the business as a little freak. He's a strange little guy, and many people are kind of off-put by him, don't really understand what his whole deal is. And here at Boston University, he has, as I've mentioned in the past session, somehow convinced the school to allow him to major in cryptozoology. And, you know, he's not a particularly charming young man, but he's doing his best. However, he did have some assistance. There's someone at this school, on the staff of the school, who is maybe just as strange as he is, if not weirder. And she is his mentor and one of his dearest friends, quite frankly. That told me today.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, my entire lighting decided to fall on me right now.
You're fine.
I'm still alive.
Her name is Rosie Del Rio. She is a tiny, mean gay woman. And she and Van get on like a house on fire, despite her being kind of hateful towards many people. She's kind of just unkind. But she is delightful, and Dan gets along with her really well, and she championed for him to be able to have his cryptozoology major, and is in fact his only cryptozoology professor.
Yes. So you hear the phone ring a couple times.
I'm calling her, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Okay.
hear the phone ringing in your ear.
the dial.
Well, did you forget how phones work?
No, I thought that he said the phone ring, and I thought, you know, the dial. Okay, I'm not crazy. Anyway,
You hear?
Absolutely.
I'm right. Anyway.
Oh, Hunter.
Hey,
Not making me laugh, you bastards.
Sorry.
hey, who is it? Say my fucking office hours.
Hey, Rosie, it's me. I did establish in my brain, I do think he calls her by her first name. And I think he's the only one allowed to do so.
Yes.
Like, and when I say the only one, I'm including staff. Everyone calls her Miss Del Rio.
And strangely, she calls you Mr. Morrison.
Oh, I love that.
Hey, Mr. Morrison, what the fuck is up?
Hey, there's some, like, weird... Okay, I don't know what the voice is.
It's okay. We'll get there.
I'm just doing the Wiley voice. There's some, like, weird shit going on. I think
There's always weird shit with you.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, that's the work. But I just wanted to let you know. So how much... Okay, I'm just struggling with the timeline.
No, it's okay.
How much do I know at the point when I'm calling from?
You have a sneaking suspicion that something was up with the mascot suit at this point.
The
So
mascot
that's like the
suit.
most of what you have.
And then what's that little fucker's name?
Darby.
Darby, thank you. So I think there's something up with the with the mascot suit. Like, honestly, I think it might be a little bit haunted. Darby's either in on it or being duped in some way. Not really sure.
You're not just trying to
Maybe
get the
that's
job
right.
back, are you?
Weirdly, no. This would have been a really good thing to make up if I was. But no, this is real, I promise. I
Okay.
wouldn't lie to you.
You know I
I
believe
know
you.
the consequences of that.
It's not good to make shit up when people don't believe you in the first fucking place.
I
This
am
is
aware.
number
of that.
one rule for cryptozoologists. Everything you say must be true.
And I stick to that 100%. But yeah, I just wanted to know if you had any advice or like, have you heard of like a haunted, even if it's not a mascot suit, something that's like a clothing, like something being haunted in that way?
Well, I would suspect it would take on some of the properties of whatever object or creature was the suit was representing. So perhaps you want to look into that. And
All right.
yeah, Boston Terriers. Anything that you know about them, the weak point, can't breathe too good, you know,
Good.
something else, I don't know. And then you
Buggy
learn later
eyes.
about the heart thing, so you can infer that later.
Yes.
Yeah, if anything you know is weak about them, might be smart to hit him where it hurts right there.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Rosie. That's super helpful.
If
I'm
you-
hoping we don't run into this thing, but if we do, I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, I'll keep the books open. Hit me up later. I'll see if I can tie any loose ends together for you.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll update you on how things go.
And this is why I didn't do a Boston accent, because I can't. So here, let's update the board.
With that all being said, I think because I had a gut instinct of what Van does to attempt to get away from this thing, and so now with that established, I think he's just gonna try and pepper spray it. Am I allowed to have pepper spray?
Yeah, I would say that that's something that you thought about ahead of time. That's literally how the man with a plan shit works.
Yeah,
Say-
so I'm gonna try and pepper spray it, and not even directly into the eyes, because what she said is they don't breathe well.
Yeah.
So I'm not really quite. I mean, if it hits the eyes, that's good too. But that's not fully where I'm directing it. Kind of like clog up its airways.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
I assumed as much. Yes.
And you're gonna get to add at least +1 forward from your ability.
Cool. Hell yeah. All right. So and then I've got 0 tough, so it's just a +1. Pray for me, boys. I'm going in. Okay. That's a 9.
Ah, perfect. So yeah, with a 9, you spray. You just hear a deep guttural beast scream, and it teleports off of you. And I think I made a car alarm go off. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But I heard a sound outside right after I did that. And you see it just poofs and then teleports kind of between, like back to like where the actual original crime scene was, a few steps away.
Gotcha. I think Van shouts out to everyone. Guys, so, this thing, I mean, I can't really tell how corporeal it is. Seems like it has a lot of the same weaknesses as any man-sized Boston Terrier might. But it also super can teleport, so fucking stay frosty. Don't know if that was what people were saying in the 70s, but here I am. A modern
Close
man.
enough. He's a trendsetter.
Yeah. It's a little psychic.
Shoot for the hips, bro. Shoot for the hips.
The hips?
The hips.
The hips.
So
The
that,
Don't
hips.
lie.
He does like a Shakira move.
that could be a move if you'd like. It sounds like you're trying to help another hunter.
No, there's just
Yes.
someone on the call.
Or you're just shouting.
I'm heckling him. I'm heckling his technique. Hey, don't you know that these Boston Terriers, they have hip dysplasia?
I didn't, but now I do.
Now you do.
You could have just said that to me.
Shoot for the hips.
Okay.
Can I do something?
Yes, but first, because Hunter said that, I would
Yes.
roll to help out. So that's 2d6 plus cool.
Oh jeez. 2d6. That's a... What a fucking waste of a good roll. That's a 10 total.
I mean, that's good though. So you get, with a 10,
No.
you give him a +1 on the roll. So I'll say all of you have an additional +1 on kicking some ass to Terrier 3.
Oh, yay. That's nice.
That'll be permanent for the rest of this adventure because now you know to aim for the hips.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And sorry, Oak, what were you gonna do?
Yeah. Can I use magic to evict a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits?
You can try. It will not be quite as simple. It might require a couple castings of that magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. I think Archibald does not know that he has this ability. He's just like, my gods, what is this? Get out, get away from here. That's a hot and sexy 11.
Ooh,
It really was hot and sexy.
honestly.
Wasn't sure it gearing up for like a 4.
You had to count to 11.
I have really good weird. I don't know what you want from me. I'm a weird guy.
Not just a guy. So it says the magic works without issues. Choose your effect, but I will roll a little extra on top of that. But what are you trying to do specifically?
I'm trying to uncurse the mascot suit, or unpossess the mascot suit. Whatever the fuck is in the mascot suit, I would like it to be out of the mascot suit.
Okay, I will say it is still pretty powerful at this point. Like it hasn't been dealt much harm. So the full effect will not happen, but you see the creature rears up and screams one more time, and then you see in a puff of smoke it teleports away, but you see the body of Darby on the ground.
Dead?
Do you go inspect?
Oh yeah, I think Van runs immediately over. He doesn't like the guy, but he also does not wish him dead.
Yeah. No, he appears to be breathing.
Oh, thank God. I think actually then, I'm fairly certain. Yeah. I think Van then immediately is just like,
Okay, he's still breathing, but I think he might be injured. Can we get him back to the van just ASAP?
Alright. Hunter, don't fall asleep.
Honestly, Dan
Everybody
Would
bully
like
Hunter
to-
in chat so we can keep him away.
Dan would like to pick the guy up and take him out to the van. Is that okay?
Yeah, I believe you have a move for this too. But it's not really like you're not super in danger.
yeah, the danger is gone at this point, right?
Yeah, he's booking it mostly because he wants to go get his hockey stick out of the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the four of you want, you can head back to the van in the Sears Roebuck parking lot.
Because I will remind you that I have a haven, which I have determined is at least one portion of the back of Dan's van. And in one of the options I took for my haven was the infirmary, so we can heal him there if need be.
Using magical herbs.
Just vibes, just
Mushrooms. I don't know. It doesn't say.
No, I know.
We're making
That's.
a very special mushroom paste.
I'm not asking you to justify it. I'm asking you to flavor it.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know if it would be. It doesn't indicate that it would be magical, but maybe it is. I honestly think Van is just the kind of guy who has every first aid kit. That's more, I think, my flavor. I don't think Van is especially magical. He's just like enthusiast of the things that are weird and strange. But he's also like a prepper ass type guy.
Yeah.
So he's just got every. He has medical stuff that he just has no business. You're like, how did he get this? And I'll never tell.
I mean, you've probably stolen it from the like medical school here.
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
I think
How he got it is actually Dan made
deals with med students who really wanted mushrooms and exchanged mushrooms for medical supplies.
oh my god.
Sure. Sure, that's
Not
what's
even,
happening.
not even useful stuff either. Just like Dan doesn't know anything about medicine, so he's like, yeah, syringes full of saline, sure, fine, whatever.
He's got the
Shit,
nicest,
that is useful
fullest
stuff,
lips.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck myself.
I mean, I'm sure it could be useful to someone who knew how to use it, but
Yeah.
to Dan, it all literally looks the same.
It's all the same thing, yeah. Perfect.
I just want you to picture him like handing jars full of dried mushrooms in exchange for like baggies of just shit that these med students had stolen from hospitals.
Every so often something genuinely useful comes through.
Oh, I mean, anything you can get from a hospital is going to be useful one way or
In
another.
one way or another, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, come to think of it, your characters are having this conversation, right?
I mean, we can be.
Is there a rule? Is there like a role for healing someone?
For the infirmary, it truly just says you can heal people and have the space for 1 or 2 to recuperate. The keeper will tell you how long any of your patient's recovery is likely to take, or if you need extra supplies to help.
Ah, thank you.
I don't see anything about. I'm not seeing any roles.
That's fine. I would
Yeah.
say I feel like, if y'all hang out here for a little while, then eventually
Oh,
Darby will come too.
Okay, yeah.
So,
He has a head injury.
That's a good question. In a way, he
So he's like asleep, unconscious.
yeah.
He's breathing and everything.
So if you
Yeah.
feel over his body, his forehead is like pulsating.
Oh wow.
That's unfortunate. That's not what you
Dan will
want,
not
really.
try to shake him awake then.
Yeah, don't do that.
I think Van, with all of his studies, would know that this might be just the after effects of being possessed.
Gotcha.
Mm.
You know, there's this newfangled medication that I've heard works quite well for headaches. Cocaine, if you've heard of it.
So, I'll circle. Well, you know what?
Well-
Actually, no. We'll tie this into the other thing I was going to say.
Dan might have some.
I mean, Dan might have some. That's unrelated. We're not giving this man cocaine, 1. 2, you just referred to cocaine as a new medication, which continues my theory. You may be... No. We're getting to the bottom of this today. Okay. So,
I'm gonna
does
British guy know what cocaine is.
First of all, it's very culturally insensitive. Second of all,
The British people?
yeah, exactly. Second of all, what I would like to ask you, Archibald, is you just banished that like spirit out of this guy. What gives?
Did I?
Seemed like you maybe did, like a
I
little
just
bit.
told it to get away.
Okay, so you just asked nicely.
Yes. Well, I don't know that it was necessarily the nicest manner of asking.
All right. Okay.
Now, Van,
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
really wrap my head around this. So you think
Yeah.
that there was an actual demon possessing this guy, this whatever his name is, the new mascot kid. You think that an actual demon was possessing him, and that's what just happened to us?
I would say yes. I mean, have you seen Darby? Like, he's a twerp.
We're looking at him right now.
Yeah, and he's a twerp.
Do you think maybe the demon you may have seen is just a representation of the darker animal side of man?
I don't think that, no. I actually don't think that.
Alright, well that's what I think it is.
Okay. And that's very sweet, Dan, and you're so cute.
Thanks. I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah. Archie's just British, and Darby just has rage problems. For sure, that's what's
I
happening.
think so. Yeah.
Sure.
Could happen to any one of us. Not the British thing.
The
Yes?
question I have is, although it seems that the spirit has been expelled from Sir Darby, has it been expelled from the mascot suit? Is it still out there?
I think, because Patty, you said we saw Darby fall to the ground.
Yeah, literally.
Where
it jumped
did
up.
the suit go?
It disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Okay.
So I think given that the mascot suit, which, if we were to believe it was not a demon, would just be sort of fabric and cardboard, that would still be here, right? If it was not kind of full of demons or whatever, and it's not. Like, we saw Darby fall to the ground and the suit disappeared. So yeah, I think Archie, you're right on the money. I think that suit is still very possessed.
Possessed by rats.
No, Dan. No.
Alright.
It isn't.
You keep talking.
Dan, have you
Yes.
ever seen a rat
Yes.
vanish upwards into thin air?
Fuck yeah, I have.
You
Those are
fucking
crafty
knew you were
little
gonna say
fuckers.
that. I shouldn't have asked. I knew that was what the answer was gonna be, and that one's on me. For expecting something to be different. When people tell you who they are, you believe them.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So, if it is still out there, what do we do about it? How do we find it, do you propose?
Can I investigate a mystery, maybe?
Yeah, you'd be
I,
able to
Valo,
use.
don't know this.
I think
What do rats like? Rats like cheese? They
So-
like garbage?
the way you're
Human hair.
doing this, I think, is using all of your like studies and information of like
Yeah.
what you've learned. So go ahead and read a bad situation once you roll for day.
I'll read a bad situation.
Or not read a bad situation, sorry, the thing you said.
Investigate a
mystery.
mystery. Yeah, that was the plan. Alright. And, sorry, you said do what?
You're basically like, this is just like a knowledge check if we were playing.
Oh,
D&D.
okay. I thought you had added something onto the end of roll and do such and such. Anyway.
If you roll high enough, I'm just gonna tell you something.
Okay, okay.
Ah,
You said I had like a +1 going forward as well. Is that still?
That's for doing damage to it.
Okay.
You can also. I gave you a +1 forward to use. They're like point. You can use them like points.
Okay, I'm gonna use that +1 now.
Okay.
And that's gonna bump this. Oh wait, actually, it might not as well because it's not gonna really make much of a difference. I believe I've got a 7. Yeah.
With a 7, you know 2 things. You can always reach out to Rosie again if you need to. But 2, that's an important resource you should think about, remember.
Yeah.
And then also,
I also get to ask one of these questions.
yeah.
I mean, just because I'm spinning a lot of plates, you had asked if I knew where it went, right? So maybe I'll ask where did it go.
Yeah. So you don't know that, but the way you could know you can possibly figure that out is when Darby wakes up. So when you're possessed by something, your brains are like fused for a while, and that's what the pulsating is. It's maybe he will have some sort of information of where the thing has gone or what its plan was.
So I think once Darby wakes up, we'll have some idea of where this thing might have gone. I found the voice, I think. But until then, I think maybe the move would be to talk to my professor. Y'all know Rosie, Professor Del Rio?
do I?
You didn't teach there at the same time.
No, I
certainly
didn't.
not.
I think she is like super aware of you, but maybe doesn't like talk to you about, like, you know what I mean?
She knows
Yeah.
you, but you don't know her.
Yeah.
You've probably seen her in the library, but you don't know her name.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, I assume would. Just 'cause-
Dan has been trying to curry her favor by baking her baked goods and offering her shroom chocolate for like 6 years now, and it's just not working.
Well,
It is
she's
not fucking working.
still mad because the first time you did it, you didn't mention that they were dosed.
Oh, yeah, on accident.
Yeah, you forgot. It wasn't like malicious. You
Yeah, I
just
forgot.
a young
You
stoned
had a couple
kid.
too many before giving them to her.
Yeah.
I know she's not your biggest fan, but you know, hey, maybe engaging with her work might make her like you a little better.
I'm going to rule that if you want Darby to recover, somebody needs to stay here.
Okay, so maybe we'll wait for Darby to wake up first, and then we'll go see her.
Spending time does mean that the monster gets to do more stuff.
It's a good point. I just didn't want to split the party.
Can I use magic to try to heal one harm from an injury, cure a disease, or neutralize a poison?
Yes.
Nice.
Um,
Can I help in some way in order to boost his roll a little bit?
maybe, yeah.
You don't need to, I got a 10.
Oh, groovy.
Yeah. With a 10, he opens his eyes suddenly and then curls up into a ball on the ground.
You're right down there, fella.
Where am I?
You're in my van, man.
Oh my god, I've been kidnapped.
No.
No, we kind
No.
of
I'm in a mysterious van. Oh my god.
Darby, be
Oh
cool.
my-
Darby, please be cool.
Oh,
Saved your life.
it's you. You kidnapped me. You wanted this. Oh no.
I
I'm sorry.
didn't
That's not
kidnap
true.
you. I know it's not true. Come on, guy.
I'm sorry. I've just been so hungry. Sorry. I don't know what happened with I understand now. I think I know what happened to you.
Yeah, it's that suit. How are you feel? Do you still feel a connection with it somehow?
Oh man, yeah. Talk about being filled with school spirit. Oh my god. The school spirit itself was in me.
Gonna decline to comment on how that string of words makes me feel, and just
I don't know what you mean.
And you don't have to.
I've had the school spirit in me before.
Ayo!
Are you talking about Archibald or what?
High five.
Archibald, the school spirit.
Oh, I was thinking that.
Yeah, I was thinking Van because he used to be the mascot.
Fuck Dan while wearing the mascot suit.
Oh, good God. Oh no.
Which sucks.
Oh, and there's our last
Yeah.
viewer. They're gone. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, bye.
The mascot suit has been places and seen things.
Seen things. Been up to some
This is why
weird
it's the
shit.
best.
Yeah, yeah, I just got sick of whatever they were doing. It wasn't until. Anyway.
He looks up and he's like, there's a lot. The chat. Alright, never mind. We've actually gained somebody listening more.
Hey!
Welcome.
This is the content people want!
Yeah, baby.
We're gonna have to take that suit with us.
Are you, perhaps, if I may offer, if you would help us find the mascot suit, we are intending to
Dry clean it.
obliterate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a bad dry cleaning will do that. But it was really hungry, and it was looking for easy access to
Do you think
Hearts.
that perhaps if we laid down some kibble, some bacon, or a doggy bone of some sort, we could lure it out?
it's looking for that good, juicy, delicious, beating heart.
Parts.
I'm sorry, I'm still in and out.
It's okay, Darby. I get it.
He's salivating.
Any sense of where it might have gone?
It picked up a scent. We were smelling. There was a lot of blood and a lot of stuff over at the university hospital.
Right.
But Van, he was scared of you.
Scared of me?
Yeah. You resisted him for so long.
I guess I'm just stubborn.
I just folded, and he's like starts weeping.
Shit, Darby. I'm sorry. I've been kind of a jerk to you.
I'm just a shit. I'm just a shit.
Come on.
Just a shit.
Come on, man. Van is like kind of awkwardly patting him. Just he doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to deal with his own emotions. He's very scared of whatever this is that he's trying.
As you're patting him, he starts going.
Okay.
He's still in and out of that. the twinned brain.
Dan's in the front seat, just like, yeah, Van was a better mascot. He was a better mascot. He was a better mascot.
Is there something about this Van that inherently turns the air sexual with any nature, any conversation?
Yes.
That's
yeah, there is.
That's true
Welcome to the
magically
van,
of
buddy.
all Vans in the 1970s.
Yeah, welcome to the van,
That's
buddy.
true. Yeah.
Must I be in the van?
Yes.
No,
You
it's
wanna roll
not
with
the
us, kind of
van.
the only way.
It's gonna happen.
I would love to be in the library.
Yeah, I mean, kind of sealed broken on that one, huh?
Uh-oh.
As soon as this, a Terrier demon is defeated, I will be returning to the library, and I will be staying there in the library. I think that leaving the library was a poor decision.
I mean, we've had a lot of fun new experiences. That's kind of
One
something.
man's poor decision is another man's good decision.
I don't know that I would call any of this fun.
Okay, well, 6 of 1.
I'm gonna make a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other jar.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Alright, well, let's go into the hospital. Should we, out of character,
Yeah.
do we think it's a good idea to try and talk to the professor beforehand, or just book it for the hospital?
Whatever you.
I don't know what we could possibly glean. I think that Dan would be down to go talk to the professor in the hope that she would talk some sense into Dan. Or in a van.
This will never be confusing.
Will never be confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Van would lean towards wanting to talk to her just because, like, he still doesn't know how to get rid of this thing, right? Like, Archie got it out of the guy, which is something, but we still don't know how to get rid of it. Do I have the idea that she might know? Especially now that because the last time I talked to her, I had, like, a vague concept of what might be going on. Now I know.
And she
So
said
do I
she
think-
has also been doing. She said when she was on the phone with you, she was gonna hit the books. So
Yeah, so it feels like it might be worthwhile just so we know how to get rid of it.
it's your choice. It makes time pass.
It does
Yeah.
make time pass, which is my only concern.
If only they invented cell phones.
Only they had invented cell phones.
If only we were playing in 1973.
I mean, I'm leaning towards trying to, because also I think just narratively it'd be fun and interesting.
It's up to
And
you.
I want to hear Patty do the voice.
Yeah, I really
Okay,
want to hear
alright.
Patty do the voice again.
Is it, there's gotta be a payphone at the hospital, right? What if we drive to the hospital and you get on the phone when we get there?
We could.
Now
I
somebody's
think.
thinking.
Honest to God, the only reason I wasn't leaning towards that is so everyone could be involved in the scene, but we can do that. I'm not opposed to it.
We can all just yell into the phone.
I just feel like I've been doing a lot of talking, quite frankly, which I don't mind. I just feel like a dick. But yeah, we can't just all yell it. We'll put her on speakerphone, on 1970 speakerphone.
I think she talks loud enough that she's always kind of on speakerphone if you're
Okay,
staying close
perfect.
enough.
Ideal. Yeah, alright, perfect. And then, yeah, we'll go to the hospital and call her on the payphone.
So the plan is to go to the hospital.
You used to call me on your payphone.
Okay.
So what are you doing with Darby?
We're leaving him tied up in the back of the van.
Tied up?
Yeah.
But not for. Okay.
Can we leave like some enrichment in his enclosure? Like, do you have like a Lego set or something he can play with?
He has shrooms, man. He doesn't need more enrichment.
Got a Rubik's Cube. Don't give him shrooms.
Don't give him shrooms for free.
Yeah. I mean, that's good.
Right, it's a kidnapping, a mugging, and he gets
A drugging.
shrooms.
Yeah.
Darby, we're gonna go try and handle this. And I mean, you're not being held hostage or nothing. Like, as long as you're gonna be safe. But
Yeah.
If you want to relax back here, man, like, don't.
You are being held hostage, man. You gotta face your inner demons, alright? You gotta own up to the violence in the animal within you, man.
Don't listen to Dan. He has no idea.
Okay, man. Do I need to tell you what?
Hey. Stay. Sit. Do I need to tell you what, man?
He
Can
says,
I use magic to trap a specific person or monster? I'm gonna make him stuck in the middle row.
I thought are the seats in the van or is the back empty? I thought the back
It's
was...
all mushrooms.
Yeah, the back there's no seats.
I'm like putting a baby crate, like a baby gate around him.
Yeah. The
Just-
dog gate.
I
yeah, like a
think
dog
because
gate.
you're like deeply British, it maybe looks like a bird cage. That's
Yeah.
I think that's like very ornate.
Yeah, it's extremely British. That's a 10.
That's your British
Do
magic
that.
does the
Yeah,
thing you
I
said.
British magic.
He's so good at British magic.
So
And I
good.
also leave like a bouncy ball and a squeaky toy in there.
He's gonna be
Oh,
deeply
Matthew.
confused when his brain is fully uncoupled. All
That's
right.
awfully Matthew.
I assume you cracked the window.
Yeah, he's got the AC on and he's listening to his
Yeah, you
favorite
gotta, like-
music.
Yeah.
You
A
gotta,
bowl
like,
of
roll
water,
the windows down, too.
And then we put on like fucking, I don't know what fucking music is there in.
Genesis.
Yeah, we put. Is there Genesis in 1973? I don't know how old they are.
I feel like
I feel like one of the big,
Yeah.
a lot of the big bands would have been like folk music. Like, Mamas and the Papas is probably a big deal, and like
the Beatles.
The Beatles.
Family.
Yeah, it's a cassette tape that's just California Dreamin'.
Yeah,
On loop.
over and over.
That's it.
Oh my
This is
God.
torture. This is psychological torture, is what we're doing.
Hey, I love that
For no reason. Okay.
Alright, yeah,
Psychological torture
listen.
unless you're Patty.
Genesis had 5 albums out by 1973, okay?
Okay, then it's fucking Genesis.
Then it's Genesis. And we're not torturing this poor boy.
No, because Genesis rules.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Alright.
Okay, so you make it to the like front entrance. I will also mention that the storm has gotten worse. There's like pretty frequent lightning and thunder. That seems like it's getting closer.
Interesting.
Also, you walk inside and there's nobody there.
Good night. I think you want to read a bad. This feels like a bad situation.
Do you want to read a bad situation? I'll investigate a mystery.
Gorge, yes. Let's do it.
And Dan is just vibes.
This is my fucking shirt.
I'm trying to figure out if I can do everything.
That is
Okay.
a 10.
I also got a 10.
Gorge.
Guess we
Alright.
gotta kiss.
Yeah, we do have to kiss about it. Legally.
Alright, so what would you like to ask me?
Go
I
ahead.
guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
Just to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Okay, so let's go for what happened here and where did it go?
Oh, because you get to ask too.
Yes.
What happened here? You see like signs of like papers strewn about, and you kind of like piece together that you see in your head maybe the creature had already appeared in here, teleported in, and it's late at night at this point, so it's basically would just be the receptionist and a couple of like nurses and like the actual like doctor on duty like late night in case there's an emergency, but it seems like the like bare bones staff that would be here is not here. It's also like near the end of the year, so it's not like there's not like a lot of like regular patients here that are going to the university hospital for whatever reason, because things are about to be wrapped up, so it's not like there's a lot of patients here.
If I like look behind the desk, is there the dead body of the receptionist, or does it seem like they've just left?
It seems like people just aren't here. You actually don't even see any blood or anything. Like maybe they got lucky. And you see the phone on the receptionist desk like hanging off the hook.
And then for where did it go?
It looks like things were scattered, and then you look further down a hallway, and it looks like some like clipboards and stuff were thrown down, so maybe it teleported again down that hallway, and then it's clean after that, so maybe it teleported again after that further down the hallway.
Okay. My guess is it's probably going towards like wherever surgery happens.
And you're gonna read a bad situation.
Yes, I am. Would love to. Okay.
You're also welcome to do this by picking up the phone And because it's like, how do you read a bad situation? It's like kind of how the move works.
This one I think wouldn't make sense to do by touch, just given the questions here, or maybe some of them. I'm at least gonna ask the first one without picking up the phone, which is, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
And you roll a 10.
Yes.
There's a chance the power could go out any second.
Okay, that's good to know. Then yeah, I'm gonna pick up the phone for the next part of this.
All right, you dial 420-666.
6969.
Yeah, 666-6969 is probably her phone number.
Yes, exactly.
I like the idea that she can get a custom phone number.
She did. She can have
For her office.
It's one of the first phone numbers ever, so of course she can.
Yeah, she can.
It's not one of the
You say
first
this
phone
is like the
numbers
phone
ever.
has just been invented.
Phone has been around for a while, beloved.
No, in 1970 the phone had just been invented. That's why she gets the funny 666 6969.
Okay, Grandpa.
I think the telephone was maybe invented before 69 was. I'm not sure.
The concept, or
Just being stupid.
is people's been fucking.
I know of telephones.
Yeah, that's-
differently.
Yeah, they have phones in Britain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in England they have phones.
In England, they have phones.
I'm just gonna ask really quick, Hunter, how long do you think you've got in you?
I don't have any idea. We're fucking.
We're in
doing
dangerous
this.
territory. Well, we might have a sudden, interesting, different end of the stream than normal, but I'm totally okay with that.
Don't get
I
me
don't
wrong.
snore. by
You're
the way.
so brave. He
I
doesn't.
don't
I can
snore.
confirm. He doesn't. I do.
Yes.
Okay, so you pick up the phone, and she just kind of assumes it's you. Yo.
Hey, so a lot has happened since we last talked.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm at the hospital, but I'm fine. I just happen to be at the hospital.
Did you know that Boston Terriers frequently have heart problems?
Oh, yeah, we figured that one out for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
If-
so, yeah, sorry, please.
I mean, that's probably why you're there.
Oh, that's for sure why we're there. Yeah, so, what we've learned, since we last spoke is, the mascot suit, very possessed. That one for sure, 100%. Was kind of riding around on Darby for a little while. He's,
That little bullshit kid?
Yeah, a little bullshit kid. I kind of feel bad for him now, but he
Nah,
is still
fuck him.
kind of fundamentally a little bullshit kid. He's recovered in the back of Dan's van. He'll be fine, probably.
Still acting a little bit like a dog.
Yeah, still acting like a dog.
You may be having to clean piss out of the carpets in there.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about that.
There's probably been piss in those carpets.
It's okay. There's no carpets. It's rubber mats. What kind of animal do you take them for? Just throws them out.
Yeah, I love the implication of a carpeted van.
I was assuming shag carpets, I'll be honest.
Yeah, let's be real.
I thought there was shag in the van.
There's definitely been shag in the van.
Hey.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no shag in the van for real, but no, that's what the sleeping bag's for.
Okay. That sucks. Anyway. Sucks. Anyway. Van's
Sucks to
it
you.
Sucks, I think. No, Van's good with
It
it.
sucks
I
to
think
you.
it sucks. Anyway.
So,
Yeah. So,
you might be in a lot of danger right now.
Oh, yeah, we definitely are. Do you have any idea,
So essentially the question I'm asking, I'm going to ask it in character, and then I'll tell you what question I'm asking.
do you have any idea sort of what,
Sorry, I keep waffling on what question I want to ask. Do you have any idea, if we're going to be in a lot of danger, how do we stay safe from this thing? Do you have any ideas about that? Which is, what's the best way to protect the victims? In this case, the victims are us.
I mean, it's gonna require some sort of magic or seance or something to put it out of its misery. It might need to be pinned down.
Okay.
The issue is any sort of hearts it may consume will make it much more powerful, and there was a shipment of organ transplants that is staying here overnight.
Oh, that's...
Remember when I was bitching about parking this morning? It's because they took up my fucking spot for it. I got it.
God damn it.
They put a letter in my box about it, but I didn't check it.
God damn it. Yeah, it took us forever to find parking today, too. Well, outside of it being, you know, what you said earlier about it having the similar weaknesses to a terrier, any other way you can think of we can hurt it? You know, like what's vulnerable about it? Which is what's the most vulnerable to me.
I mean, little overbred monster dogs like that are really very trainable. So if you want to just issue it some sort of command, you might be able to manipulate it while you do the rest of whatever seance you need to try to...
We can tell it sit, stay, good boy.
Yeah.
Hey, who is that?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna let you know, actually.
You palling around with a ghost?
Yeah, the
What?
ghost is here.
Oh my god. I have so many questions, but I've been trying to be polite for a long time.
He will not answer them. Sorry to talk about you while you're right here.
He's not a ghost, he's British.
Oh,
Hey.
Van's here too, and he's still stupid.
Is that dumb piece of shit I hear? Dan, what the fuck you doing with him? He's a drug
He's my
addict.
best friend.
Look, if you do too many of those mushrooms, you're gonna forget everything you learned in school. Big old waste of money. Remember that whole summer you used to pay for university? That'd be a waste of time.
I mostly don't do the mushrooms. I just like being around him. He's got a comforting presence.
On account of the mushrooms.
On account of the mushrooms.
I do like some of his clothes.
Frankly, I must admit, Professor, I am not thrilled about being here and would like to not be here.
Oh, he's so scared.
Hey, sometimes you gotta toughen up, Buttercup. I think without you, these other two might be in a big old fucking heap of trouble, so you better give them a hand.
I try to take my hand off him.
Oh, buddy, no.
But listen, I think she's right. Like, I get that you've been in that library for a century or whatever, but listen, I can't do the shit you do, right? Like, I know about all of that, but you can do it. And if you leave, we're fucked.
Well, I don't quite know how exactly to get back to the library, so shall we destroy this beast?
I would appreciate that, and I will hold your hand and walk you back there myself if we get this done.
Worst comes to worst, there's also a library in the hospital.
Those are personal medical records. That's not really a library. And in the middle of her saying the word library, the power shuts out.
Ah, fuck.
Also, Dan, I think you made me think of the gift shop.
Do I have dark vision?
Look, this is not D&D. It's
Yeah, but I'm a ghost.
It's
I'm a
about-
ghost. Do I have dark vision?
it's about this dark. Oh man, hold on.
Ooh. Oh, this is, oh my god.
Are there like the creepy red emergency lights on?
It's about this dark. Here, let's move everybody.
Okay, so we can still kind of see. It's just spooky. It's just so scary.
Dan has his hockey stick.
Yes, I will allow this.
Yeah,
as
I
you
think,
mentioned it earlier.
Van would have
Dan
gotten his.
does not have his rifle. He thinks it's probably a bad idea to bring a gun into a hospital.
He's a very responsible gun owner. I didn't know
For,
those
for
existed.
legal purposes.
Can I say that? Van does have his Magnum.
I think that's easier to conceal.
You mean a condom?
Yeah.
The condom?
Yeah, he's got his Magnum
Magnum condom for his monster dog.
Hell yeah.
We all need protection.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, we're not doing that until we get back into the van.
Yeah, naturally.
That's where that happens.
Professor Archie's putting his foot down. You can't have sex in the hospital.
No hospital sex. That's what the man's for.
How do we feel about taking like a literal 5-minute break?
Gorgeous.
Hunter, are you going to survive that?
I will be awake.
I'll talk him through the break. Actually, I have to piss, so I won't do that consistently, but I will.
Leave yourself unmuted, Dave.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back. Was it truly 5 minutes? I wasn't counting.
Who can say?
I don't know.
Us.
I'm eating a sandwich.
Hell
He's
yeah.
eating a sandwich, folks.
That's the one
I'm
thing I
very
didn't do.
awake.
Is get the
I'm just
piece.
wide awake.
And I'm just wide.
Yep. I'm here.
Alright. We're here in
I'm here.
in a dark hospital hallway.
You're not special.
You see, you can pretty easily follow the trail if that's what you'd like to do.
Yeah, I assume so.
The information you have is that you know that there were a lot of like organ donor transplants being sent here to be refrigerated overnight before they go to where they're actually going, and that is probably where it's picked up the scent.
Got it.
Dan would like to look behind the receptionist counter for some kind of like emergency map or whatever of the hospital.
That is a good move. Why don't you... I'm still learning all the moves.
Yeah, I don't think that that's like a roll for.
Yeah, it might not have to. I think a lot of this game too is like, oh, you're smart, you do something that you would do in real life and you're rewarded for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we look for a map.
yeah, so if you go behind the receptionist desk, I mean, everything was left on. Like open. Like, you can look in all the files and stuff, and you see a map of, you see there is a operating room that has what looks like it probably would have storage for this kind of thing nearby, since you don't really want to transport it too far. So that is just a little ways down and up a floor.
And you said
Sorry, it's
that
on the
there's-
third floor, and you're on the ground floor.
Okay. You said that the trail of it is pretty easy to follow, right?
Yeah, I would say like every 50 yards or so, you're seeing like something like a scratch on the wall, or like
Like bloody
Like-
paw prints.
fire extinguisher ripped off the wall, like thrown on the ground, shit like that.
Gotcha. Alright, folks. This thing is gonna get stronger the more hearts it eats, so time is of the essence.
Can I just say I love this accent that has come out of nowhere?
I like
Thank
it.
you.
I think.
It
Sorry.
is just me turning the Colorado up to about 11. Sorry, I think I said 15.
But he's from there, right?
He's from Colorado, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
I
I
think-
did decide to do this last time we talked, and then I forgot I decided to do this.
And it's really
Until
good.
recently. Thank you.
Yeah, so you just gotta make your way over there.
Yeah. It sounds like we can get it to maybe listen to us if we are just real stern with it. So, keep that in mind. And, keep a fucking eye out.
Don't worry, guys. I don't think it'll be able to get a heart. I think they're only good for like 4 or 5 hours, so they wouldn't keep one on ice overnight.
The power did just go out.
Don't-
so as
don't
long
fact
as we
check me,
can
please.
As long as we can kind of play keep away, the power did just go out. And I do remember Darby said specifically it wants like fresh ones, right? Or he wants the
Well,
good
we're the
shit.
only fresh ones in here, it seems like.
Yeah, so I think we just keep
Just
following the
you,
trail.
me, and Archie for fresh hearts.
Yeah, so 2 of us have those. Can't stress enough, Archibald is a ghost.
So
Oh, don't be calling him cold-hearted.
I'm not. I'm saying he's dead.
It's not nice to call somebody else dead inside.
Okay.
you make your way over to the operating room that you were looking at.
Yeah, definitely.
Here we are. Here we are in the operating room.
Oh, this is fun.
This is how I do map shenanigans without a map. These are all the things in the room that you can fuck with.
This is fun.
Is this Surgeon Simulator?
This adventure is.
Okay.
So you make your way into this room. Is there anything you're doing? Your hearts are beating fast. Well, those of you who have beating hearts. And
Dan pulls on one of those really long rubber gloves and he snaps it and then he wiggles his fingers and he's like, bend over.
All right. Not the time for that, but later. Do we see it in here?
Yeah, so literally you're looking and you see it running at breakneck pace down the hallway. Do you like my
Okay.
token I've created?
He's got the zoomies.
Is it Naruto running?
Yeah, he's like Forrest Gump running the marathon.
Okay, I want to do something before anybody else does anything.
All right.
And I'm gonna do one of my moves as the mundane, which is what could go wrong. Which is whenever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, hold 2. So he sees this thing running, and without even thinking about it, he takes off after it and is running
Yeah.
after it.
So
His chase instinct is activated because he is also a dog.
you see him
Got
through
the
this
zoomies
like
as well.
little window that like you can see it's like the observation room and there's a hallway beyond it. So you dive through the window.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Shattered glass everywhere.
Yeah, immediately you hear a deep crash and Dan is running down the hallway towards the Terrier 3.
Dan,
Um,
fuck.
Can I use magic to do one thing that's beyond human limitations, to teleport to the other side of it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll to use magic.
I can do math. That's only a 9, so that means it has a glitch. You get to decide what the glitch is.
Let me look. I do have that pulled up.
It's under the use magic
Yeah.
section.
I got that.
And can I, before I do this, like, if there's anything throwable in this operating room, like a stress ball or something?
Act under pressure to have done that before you teleported.
Shit, fuck, how do I... Okay, I'm not that cool. 5.
So you mean to grab it, but are panicked and forget you didn't have it. With a 9, you teleport behind it, and it was running towards Dan, and then it sees you, weaker, behind it, and turns around and starts running towards you.
Oh shit. Okay.
So now we're not
Van
in
is-
this room, we're in the hallway beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah, Van is gonna immediately climb his gangly little ass through this window or whatever he needs to do to get there. If he doesn't have to go through the window, he won't. But if he has to, he will.
You can go around the hallway. It'll just take longer.
I mean, if it's a matter of time, he will just go through the window.
All right.
Can I?
Since you're not using like one of your moves for it, I'm gonna argue that you need to do some sort of move roll
Like,
for it.
I was thinking maybe act under pressure might be.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a little bit of cool.
Something Van would say in real life as well.
That's gonna be 10.
All right. Yeah, with a 10, acts as intended. So you jump clean through. You're not cut up by the glass shards.
Perfect. Does the thing look like it's going for Archie or?
Yeah, it's on its way. Is there anything anybody
I-
wants to do?
Can I try to attack it with my magical force?
Yeah, it's attacking you back, so you will take harm if
Ooh,
there's a
boy.
failure.
Okay, I think I roll weird for this.
No, try and roll regular.
I'll try. 10.
Um,
And it does 1 harm.
so what is it? What are you doing? What does
I
it
think
look like?
Archie like puts his hand out in front of him, like panicking, and like kind of like a spectral hand extends, and like just kind of smacks it.
All right. So it takes 1 harm, and hold on.
Also remember to mark experience.
Oh yeah, if you ever fail a roll. Sorry, I'm looking for harm rolls. I'm just gonna roll with it for now. So it sees you doing that and is kind of knocked back, and is gonna turn the other way.
Dan wants to hit it with his hockey stick.
All right. You're gonna try to hit it, and it's running towards you.
Okay. Yeah, I want to he winds up and he swings right for its head.
Oh yeah, you get a +1 to that.
Okay. That's gonna be an 8.
Okay. An 8.
And then I guess the hockey stick would do 2 harm.
Okay, and on a success, you inflict harm on and suffer harm from whatever you're fighting. So you whack it with the hockey stick, and he is able to still barrel past you, and is going to claw your back for 1 harm.
Okay.
And he's still
That shit
running though.
hurt it a little bit.
Pretty good. I think Van is gonna try and command it if he can.
All right.
So he's gonna just shout. I think it feels like it's getting away. We don't want it to get away, right? Because if it gets its hands on some hearts, that's not ideal. So Van is just gonna shout, "Stay!"
So you're gonna roll. Normally you can't do this on monsters, but because of the amount of information you have, you'll be rolling to manipulate someone.
Okay, cool. I can do that. That's plus charm. Oh, that's not ideal for me. Can I use my sharp? Because I'm so handsome?
No.
Alright, fine.
There is some balance in this almost ruleless game.
Not ideal for me. Alright, let's see it. Okay, well. That's gonna be a 7.
Alright, on a 7. They'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you mean it.
I get my gun out. That's what I do to show that I mean it.
Sure.
You say
I
stay.
fucking mean it. And I say stay, and I point my fucking gun at it.
Alright, it like in a like creepy animated doll like fashion, it was running at full speed and then suddenly just like stops in place.
Okay.
It's like a T pose, but his arms are at his like
Please remind me, my
like
brain is so silly today. What do we have to do to get rid of it?
Beat the shit out of it.
Just beat the
Kill
shit
it.
out of it?
seems so.
Kill it.
Can I read a bad situation?
Yeah.
Or I guess investigate a mystery.
What are you trying to
I wanted
What are you doing to do this?
staring at it and also just kind of like racking my brain of like all of the shit that we've learned about it.
Mm-hmm.
A 10. I'm trying to figure out what can hurt it and what can it do.
So it's able to teleport. To hurt it, it seems like you are able to manipulate it, and then honestly, you might just have to beat the fucking stuffing out of it.
Okay. So it's just, but it does respond to physical harm.
Yeah.
Like it has been.
Yeah, it's so you see like where the spectral hand pushed it, like some of the like fluff is coming out, and then also the suit is ripped where Dan hit it with the hockey stick, and it's just ripped open and there's nothing inside.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it with my gun. Can I? May I, Mother?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There are two people behind you. Between
there are two people between it and me.
it's in the order that it is on the screen. So if you shoot at it,
If you miss,
Oh.
you shoot us.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you two to get the fuck out of the way?
I think that's a move that Dan can do.
Not very conscientious of gun safety, my brother, but
I mean, I'm a ghost. A bullet would probably just go right through.
Yeah, aren't I allowed to use my human mouth to tell my friends to move?
Oh yeah, I know. I was just suggesting maybe a specialized thing.
yeah,
Yes.
Dan will move. Dan will
And
move.
yeah, I'm about to shoot the gun at it, so get your little ass out of the way.
I'm incorporeal, so I stepped through a wall into the next room over.
That is a ghost. I would like to. Did you see what just happened? Just there, right then?
Yeah, he just went through the window, and
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a luck
Dan,
check.
Everybody likes you.
Dan jumps through the window.
Okay. I'm going to shoot my gun at it.
Okay.
What's my tough? Okay, it's just 0. Come on, baby. Big money.
You get +1 because you're doing an attack.
That's right. So that's a 10.
Yeah, with a 10, you
Choose
aim.
one extra effect.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
By the way, my gun does 3 harm.
Great.
Um,
What's your extra effect?
I'm thinking right now. I think, you know what? I'm just gonna go, inflict terrible harm. I would like to hurt it very badly.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 4
So-
harm.
Where did you go?
Dan jumped back through the window that he shattered when he was chasing.
Okay,
it.
so now you're over here. Dan, will you act under pressure to make sure you made it that way?
Yes. Act under pressure.
Archibald, you're
is-
very safe.
+1 cool. Let's see. I got a 5.
You trip on the way over. And,
face plant.
Van, in the moment, You aim right for the heart. You shoot it. And it rips into pieces as you deal 4 harm to it. Dan, you fell down. It's just a suit. So the bullet went all the way through it.
Uh-huh.
And you suffer 4 harm.
Don't you fucking dare. I'll kill you.
Oh my god.
I'll
You
kill you.
shot me.
And
God.
with that, we're out of combat.
Dan! And Van is just immediately rushing towards him.
Can I do magic to heal Dan?
Yeah, just tell me what's happening in the moment, y'all.
I run over to him and I'm like, oh, okay.
Hold on. Everybody say goodbye to this mini. I miss it. Already.
Bye, Minnie. We
Hold
love
on,
you.
Hold on. Let me.
Bye. It's so warped. It's so funny.
It's so stupid.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh. Very hot and sexy. 13? 13, my maximum roll.
Wow.
Good lord.
I can only heal 1 harm with it, but
I'll say with a maximum roll, you take the bullet out and he's not gonna need surgery, and he recovers 2 harm.
ooh.
Because
Every time
sometimes
it's
when you
you?
suffer things like 4 harm, like really bad things can happen to you.
I'm back to not being unstable.
That's good.
Yeah. So you, I would have, even if you were outside, even if you were still in the 4 to 7 harm range, I would have let that perfect magic roll keep you off of unstable.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
So.
And
Dude.
fuck, I'm so sorry.
Trigger discipline, man.
Listen, the shot was clear. I'm not having this argument with you. Let's get your ass to the van.
We're in a hospital. Can I find some gauze and bandages and shit and just bring them to Van to
Not,
bandage up?
not only are you in a hospital, but you're in the most well-equipped operating room in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what would I roll to attempt to...
You just know this shit. You're a
Okay.
first aid guy.
I am a first aid guy. We've established that.
You stop the bleeding.
Yeah, so Van is gonna patch Dan up as best as he can. It is homoerotic, and don't get it fucking twisted.
And
So
you're plugging up my holes.
I'm gonna
I
say,
do think,
since you stumbled, you're
also-
shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think also Archie removing the bullet, he kind of incorporeal hand reached in through Dan and pulled it out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Van, please tell me you saw that. Van, please.
Man's got steady hands.
Oh,
It was really cold.
oh boy, you're so pretty. Alright.
I think you might be anemic, sir.
Well, yes. Anemia is one of my afflictions.
That's probably
Yeah,
true.
the other one's being dead. Thank you.
Kimo certainly was anemic, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's just
Thank
real.
you. Archie, thanks for helping. Fuck. Van is rattled.
There are consequences for playing a game set in the real world.
Yeah. He's just patching up Dan as best as he can. He's just touching his face or petting his hair just because he's freaking out.
You're smearing blood all over me, dog.
Yeah. You know what? We'll fix that later.
Oh, Dan, don't forget to mark experience for tripping.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Experience.
I've
got-
been tripping the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The real reason Dan has no idea that Archie is a ghost is because Dan is everyone seems like a ghost to Dan.
Yeah.
He's always on
And
that.
he seems like a ghost to everyone.
Yeah.
Can I just real quick before we leave the hospital, just in case, try to read a bad situation?
Yeah.
That's the 6.
What do you want to know?
Oh wait, can I use the fucking
Forward?
Yeah.
can I make that a 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's why it's good to help me with the recap. You get that forward.
Yeah. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Just want to make sure we're all done.
So you take a moment and you're investigating the shreds of the suit, and you see some like black like ichor like melting out of it, and just kind of like slowly in like a purple magical cloud is kind of dispersing, and this makes it very clear to you that the curse is broken. And you also remember
cockroaches.
Can I poke it with my cane?
Yeah. You also remember like children's tales growing up in England of the black dogs in the nighttime that would always be accompanied by a raging thunderstorm, and you notice that looking out a window far away at the end of the hallway, suddenly it is night outside, but the rain stops eerily suddenly, and there is no more thunder.
Does the power come back on?
Not immediately. They still got to deal with the physical thing of the electricity hitting the power line.
Listen, I don't know how power works.
Archie certainly doesn't.
No.
No, but you might be able to light a candlestick.
When were light bulbs invented? Light bulbs were invented in 18... Okay, I've been around...
You've seen electricity.
Maybe.
You know this guy.
Yeah, I've seen light bulbs. I just don't know how power grids work.
I mean,
Right.
I don't either, and I'm from 1997.
So it seems like we've wrapped up here.
May we return to the library?
I mean, yeah, we gotta get back to the van first, but yeah, that's we can get you back there.
Shit, guys. My van's a stick shift. I can't drive with one arm.
It will take a few days for you to recover fully.
Fuck.
You're from Colorado. You know how to drive stick.
Dan, I have.
Van cannot drive.
Well, I have had some thoughts about this. Van does not drive.
Okay.
Van can drive.
Oh.
I've sat down and thought about this. I still need to get you my Lord Doc.
You good.
Van does not drive. Dan, fuck. Alright, fine. I'll drive this time. Only because I shot you.
Oh, okay.
Never again. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Archie, well, you know what? You can't. Never mind. I won't ask. I was gonna ask if you could help me get him to the van, but you are very British, as we've established.
I mean, I think what we've established is, like, I can become incorporeal if I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
You
can
can't
interact
lean on
with
me.
things.
I'm just a twig of a man.
That was more where Ben was going with that. That's why he said British and not ghost this time, because he was referring to Archie being kind of a waif of a man.
He is anemic.
That's okay. I mean, it didn't hit his leg. He'll be fine.
To quote Legally Blonde the musical, is he gay or European?
Is he? And the answer's both. You know, Archie, I mean, we'll get you back to the hospital. Or, fuck, ignore.
No,
Well,
please have said that in character.
We'll get you back to the library, no problem, or whatever. But I mean, I that invitation to come with us is still open. It's just I know that it's scary and whatnot. But there's a lot of world out there to see, and also I'd feel better having you around.
Dan takes Archie's hand and he goes, "Hey man, I would love to explore the darker side of the inner human mind with you."
Archie's trying to figure out if that's a euphemism.
It's the NyQuil talking.
Like, is he hitting on me?
Yes. Yes.
Can you read a
Okay.
good situation in this game?
Man.
Can I read a bad situation to figure out if he's hitting on me?
I feel like I want to make up more moves for this game.
Honestly, I'd be down. I think that's fun.
Yeah,
More like social moves.
I'm gonna work on that.
Not get fucked over by a tourist trap.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, Archie kind of looks at them both and is like, I will consider it.
You got a few days, man. I'm not gonna be able to drive or, all the way out to California with this whole hole in the arm.
Yeah, we still gotta graduate or whatever, which is tomorrow. So yeah, you got time to make a decision, but think about it, okay?
It might
My
be
dad's gonna be
wise
so
to
mad at me.
actually see a real doctor at the hospital.
You think this man's got health insurance?
Then I'm gonna have to talk to the cops about why I got shot, man. Everybody knows I'm
Yeah, I don't want to go to jail.
You will mechanically be able to heal yourself in the van.
Yeah,
That's
just
alright. I
wondering
got
if it
some
worked.
Hello Kitty band-aids out in the old van. I'll just slap a Hello Kitty band-aid on it.
Did Hello Kitty exist in 1973?
Hello
Oh,
Kitty's always existed.
I think so.
Um,
But I
it's
don't know
never
if it
not been
existed.
Hello Kitty.
I don't know if
I
people in
refuse to
America
believe-
knew what it was.
Yeah.
God damn it, Hello Kitty was created in 1974.
Fucked up.
What? I think Dan just invented Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Get a premonition for the future.
You send a letter to somebody in Japan right now.
Yeah.
Appreciate the thought, but I think that's gonna land at least one of us in hot water, if not both. Also, as I mentioned, this man does not have health insurance.
I would never snitch on you, man.
Thank you.
I
I've
feel
never
like-
snitched on you either.
Your character's like passing out. I would
Yeah.
just Fuck.
Yeah, we gotta get his ass back down to the van ASAP.
And they do that.
So, cutting ahead, what do we think is happening the next few days? So we're graduating. I would like to say that I think Rosie would reach out.
Sorry,
Can I really quickly go turn the light on in the room I'm in? Because
Yeah.
I'm sitting here in the dark because the sun is going down.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, fuck you.
Oh wait, I gotta switch this to not be this.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever.
When we get back to the van, is whatever the fucking Poindexter's name is he still a dog?
Oh yeah, Darby.
Oh, that's
Yeah, can we resolve Darby's whole deal? I'm worried about him.
Oh yeah. If you get back to the van, Darby has he looks incredibly embarrassed because obviously when the spirit was destroyed,
Pissed, man.
when the spirit was destroyed, the connection was completely gone. But he had to hear something die in his head, so that's fun.
Cool.
And he has not just pissed the cage, but he has shit the cage.
No.
Oh my god.
No,
In my good Christian fan.
And he's
Can I
just extremely sad.
Can I roll magic to do one thing that's beyond human limitations and like use a ghostly incorporeal hand to clean it up?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, but
Yeah, can I
you don't want a
enhance
glitch
the
of
shit?
this. You don't want this to glitch.
Well, then let's hope I roll good.
Can I help in some way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Ah!
It's open.
12.
Oh, yeah. You're all good.
Oh my god.
You don't end up accidentally smearing your real hand with shit. Which is what the glitch would have been.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, he is a ghost.
But I
Yeah.
still get. How would that work?
It's hard to get stains out of things when you don't exist.
That's fair.
You know.
Darby, how you doing, man?
Well, I don't think I'm going to the graduation party tonight.
Oh, hon. All right. Let's we'll get you back where you need to go.
He's he still lives in the dorms. He's like the
You are a sad little man. And
We bring Darby with us on the road trip. It's kind of a little meow meow to me.
He's kind of been falling in love with him.
I love inventing an NPC. That's gonna happen a lot in this campaign though, because we're going from place to place.
We'll get you back where you need to go. Hey, we're going on. He shoots a look to Dan, like, can we keep him? Hey, can we keep him?
Dan, I don't know if you guys got this sense, but out of loyalty to Dan cannot fucking stand this guy.
Aw, that's really cute.
It is cute.
But he's so Midwestern that if he gets invited, he gets invited.
Right. Hey, we're headed out on this road trip. You don't gotta stay for the whole thing if you don't want, but if you wanted to come on at least some of it,
Were
seeing Dan's reaction and just like holds his hand.
Where? What? Like after graduation? That's like radical.
Yeah, I guess so. If you want to come for a little bit, man, it just feels so bad for this man.
Wow. Like, where are you going?
A little here, a little there. Where's our first stop?
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh.
the armpit of the United States. Nothing interesting is gonna happen on this road trip.
Okay, so Dan's lying.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. My Aunt Deborah lives there.
All right. Well, maybe we drop you off in Pittsburgh at some point.
She's lovely.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah,
she
she
is.
is.
All
She's
right.
really
She makes a really mean meatloaf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Van is regretting all of his choices.
Wait, now you're getting Dan's attention again. Is she hot?
I don't know. That's weird to ask. This is my aunt.
I mean, just objectively speaking, is she an attractive woman?
I
Is
just
she a MILF?
I
Would it make you uncomfortable if I hit on your aunt during the road trip?
I mean, he's going to hit on your aunt.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, yeah, it would.
Yeah, well, he's gonna hit on.
It would make me really uncomfortable.
All right, Darby.
I wasn't asking your permission. I'm just saying.
I'm telling
Just
you.
wanted to know.
Can I go
All right, little
home?
man. Yeah, let's get you home.
I'm tired.
Van drives back to the campus. I think like drops Darby off first. Gives him a little smack on the ass when he leaves the van.
Oh,
No, it doesn't.
He makes that noise?
He makes that
That's
noise.
the noise that he makes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
then he does do that. Okay, then he
Ah.
does do it. That's staying in. That's canon. All right. And it slams the door shut behind him. Just no more interaction with this man.
hell yeah.
And then gets as close to like the library as they can drive up to. Can they drive right up to the library? I don't know how a college campus works.
Yeah, I would say there's like a little like drop-off zone.
Well, this is your stop, Archie.
I appreciate it. I shall consider joining you on your road trip.
Yeah, you got it.
But in the meantime, I shall remain in the library.
Of course. Hey man, you want some Big League Chew?
What?
Okay.
I didn't even hear what you fucking said.
You didn't even process. You asked us for what reason?
What?
Stop laughing, it's not a bit.
What is?
Do you want what?
Do you have any Big League Chew?
Oh my god.
I don't know why this is fucking killing
They
me.
certainly don't have that in London, in Britain.
Yeah, I think he's just perplexed.
I think Dan is having the reaction I'm having right now. I think Dan is nearly in tears.
Van's just having a nervous breakdown because he just shot his best friend. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I think all three of you are kind of trauma bonding right now over this situation
true.
that happened.
So Dan, regardless of whether Archie says yes or no,
Here's a handful.
reaches into his glove compartment, which he has to like rip open, by the way, and then he pulls out a bag, and then he pulls out like a huge handful of bubblegum, and he just kind of like plops that shredded Big League Chew bubblegum into Archie's hand, and he's like, "There you go, man."
What?
Archie, mark that in your inventory. Also, Lalo, remember to mark in your inventory that
Do
you
you have an
the.
inventory?
You just write it down.
What do I
Okay,
need to
where
mark?
to go?
That you still have the mace.
Oh, perfect. So Archie, that is to put in your mouth and chew on, but do not swallow. Although, quite frankly, maybe you could, given that you're a ghost.
If you chew it long enough, it
get
just turns
silly
to
with it,
water.
man.
What happens if I swallow bubblegum?
You get constipated.
No.
Out of character, what happens if I swallow bubblegum?
That's a good question.
You get constipated and then you fart and you blow bubbles.
Out of your ass.
Yeah, out of your butt.
That sounds hot.
Okay. Alright. Sucks. Anyway.
Archie
Really turning this
is
one
just
okay.
kind of staring at this wad of bubblegum. He's like holding it so delicately in one hand and with his cane in the other. Have a pleasant evening.
You too, Lowell. You too, bruh. Have a good one.
Stay wild, my man. And he winks at him.
Archie gets out of the van and just walks into the library, still kind of staring at the wad of bubblegum.
Dan caught the wink and he looks at Van and he goes, "Dude, biffed it."
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I get why you would think so, but I don't think so. I'm working on it. We'll get there.
Okay. You gotta have Riz like
This is a
me.
multi-tiered plan, man.
Absolutely, you're playing for
This
you.
whole road trip is just so that Van can fuck a ghost.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
trying to
Oh my
have
God.
experience, you know? He's trying to grow as a person.
It's a supernatural experience.
I'm down to roleplay.
Really nothing natural about it. Sorry, anyway.
No, you're good. I'm down to roleplay more stuff after this, but do y'all want to do the end of session things that we're supposed to do?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have mentioned that until I found where it is in the thing. Oh, here it is. Alright. Did you conclude the current mystery? Yes.
Sure did, baby girl.
You saved someone from certain death or worse? Yes.
You sure did, baby girl.
Did we learn
Two
something?
people.
Did we learn something new and important about the world? Yeah.
You sure did, baby girl.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Yes. We learned that
Sure
Van
did.
can drive.
We learned that Van can drive. He just chooses not to. Also,
So
we learned that Van wants to fuck a ghost. No.
We knew that.
Yeah, we knew that.
so we're gonna mark 2 experience each.
Groovy. I didn't fail because I'm God's most perfect boy.
How's everybody on level up status? Is anybody close?
4.
4 away.
No, I have 4 experience marked down.
I also have 4 experience marked
I
down.
also have 4 experience marked down.
You
Yeah, because
failed
you
last
fucked a roll
time.
last time.
I failed last time, but this time I was God's most perfect boy. Yeah. So I think all of us are 1 away.
Oh, it's 5? Yeah, that's almost there. That will be fun as we start to get new fun abilities and stuff. What do we think is happening over the next week or so, where there's final preparations and obviously Dan is healing?
Yeah. I think Van is mostly taking care of Dan. He's still pretty rattled about having hurt, again, the person he has been friends with and closest to longer than literally anyone else in his entire life. So he's a little shaken up about that.
What, that you shot him?
Yeah, he doesn't love that he shot him. But he's doing his best just to take care of him, help him recover. He said just this once, but I do think, if Dan needs to go places, Van will drive him as long as he needs. He hates it. You can tell on his face he's so miserable every time.
That's why Dan only makes an EDD once every 2 years.
Yeah. I also think Van is making a point of going to the library, at least once a day.
I would say that Professor Rosie probably reached out to you and said that she wanted to talk to Archibald.
Yeah, I think at first, if we're saying this is over a week, at first, Van tries not to, pester Archie, especially, day after. He comes into the library, he says hi, they make small talk, but he's not hey, have you decided yet? Because he's not trying to, be annoying or, pushy. He wants him to have space. But I think after, a few days, especially if, Rosie has said, hey, I want to talk to this guy, I think eventually he does come in. He's like, hey, man, listen, you can still take your time to decide. I mean, we're leaving in a couple of days, so, figure it out when you can. But, listen, I know you're hesitant about leaving the library, and I can bring her here if you want, but, my professor kind of wants to talk to you.
I was actually thinking of trying to reach out to her myself.
Well, that's fantastic.
Perhaps we can meet at her office.
Hey, that's progress. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm free anytime. I think she's not super busy. Let me know. We can head over there now, even.
Sure.
So yeah, I think Van takes Archie to the professor's office.
You know, I gotta put on her what is now her theme music.
I need to look at her. Oh, I thought it's just the theme.
No, we're getting there.
Okay, I'd like to see her.
Here, I can make her so big now that nothing else is on the board.
Incredible.
Alright. So you knock on the door. What? I'm packing!
It's just me, Rosie. Well, not just me. Professor Archie's here with me.
Oh, Mr. Morrison. Mr. Archibald. Come on in. You see, she's for the summer, she's just taking things and throwing them in an open suitcase.
God bless. Hey there. I mean, he came with me, and I know you wanted to speak with him. I assume in the days between everything, he's filled her in on everything that went down.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think she's just, So, Archibald, we're not that familiar yet. Hi. I'm Rosie.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And she introduces herself with her first name and not formal title. Hunter would be sleeping and shit. It's okay, we're almost done. Hey, so I'll level with you. I know it's very obvious. You've been dead for a while. And I understand that you're very good at research and you're comfortable in the library, but aren't you curious about why you're a ghost? How you're a ghost? Who made you a ghost?
Well,
You ever get tired of the same fucking shit every day?
to be completely honest, I try not to think about it. If there is some reason behind my continued existence, it is beyond me.
Well, you've seen what happened with that creature just last week. That's something, some dark spirit that was holed up in there had time to think and fester wounds and fucking pissed off. And if you keep not thinking about what happened to you and why you're here, you could be just the same.
I don't know that I'm necessarily a dark spirit. I think I'm more of a beige, perhaps.
I mean, for now, right? And listen, this is not a judgment on your character. Like, I think you're a swell guy, Archie. I always have, but, you know, she does make a point.
If I had to exist for 1,000 years, I'd fucking go crazy too.
Yeah, I mean, might take a few more centuries, but could be a good idea to get a head start on it.
Just saying, this is a research expedition. We're about to learn a lot more about cryptids, the unknown, the dark veil that society won't tell us about.
Yep.
Might be good for you. You get in, you get your shit. You're a good dude. You know.
All right. I will join you.
Oh, I'm not going. I have a vacation home booked, but you can call me anytime.
But you're in good hands with me and Dan. Hey, if it gets too much for you, we'll find a way to get you back, right?
Please just inform me prior to any intimate activities taking place in the van so that I may vacate the van.
Oh, you'll be informed, all right.
Anyways, again.
So a gay ghost afraid of gay sex. That's the first I heard of that.
Well, I should like to give them privacy.
And I appreciate the thought. You know what? Can do. You'll for sure know one way or another. But we'll give you a heads up.
That guy can go invisible. You never know if he's gonna watch you bumping uglies.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Sorry, with respect.
I don't know if there's a way to make that rule respectful, but I admire the thought.
Hey, I just know the facts on the things. I calls them like I sees them.
All right, I'll give you a pass on that one because you're gay too.
Well, thank you for speaking with me.
Absolutely. If you ever need me, you can reach me, and you can also make a note that you also have her number. Both of you are gifted her number for her home and the vacation home that she is renting in Ocean City, Maryland.
I think, Dan gives her a hug, as they leave, and it is, she is somebody who doesn't hug people, and, my thought on their relationship is,
she is almost like a maternal figure to him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like I think he says like he says like love your Rosie like as they're leaving. Like
I think Archie, before or after Van leaves, he stops for a second. He's like, "Excuse me, if I do have one question. I've received this substance and I've wrapped it in my kerchief so as to keep it pristine. What might this?" And it's just he unravels his handkerchief and it's just a big blob of gum. Been in there for a week.
Unchewed, I imagine.
Unchewed.
Okay.
You telling me you lived in a library for however fucking long and you don't know what that is?
It is a large piece. With all due respect to him, Dan, I received this from Dan, and he does.
It appears
possess
to
many
be.
substances.
It appears to be some sort of cursed artifact, but you better hold on to it because if you throw it away, then you can become cursed for the rest of your undeath.
Can I roll an insight check?
No.
Can I fucking can I investigate a mystery on this big wig too?
Yes.
I got an 8.
Can I roll the hurt?
I got an 8. What?
I feel like it's almost more of a read a bad situation.
Bad situation. This is gum. We should let Hunter go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, we're almost done here.
What sort of creature is it?
What sort of creature is it? It's an inanimate object.
Okay. He just thanks her and leaves the office with the gun. Good morning, Hunter. We've been on stream for 10 hours.
We're so sorry.
10
Yeah,
hours. I
10
barely
hours.
know her.
Hell yeah.
I think like as they're like heading back, Van just is like, like I said, I am really glad you're coming with us. Like I do feel better having you around. Like what happened with Dan, I couldn't have helped him like you did. So I'm glad you're coming.
I
Good.
am glad that for leaving the library for the first time in 80-odd years, it is in your company.
Appreciate that. It's gonna be fun. We'll have a good time. I'll be sure to. I've been doing a lot of the map planning. You know, I'll be sure to put some like book shit in there. I don't really know that type of stuff, but I'll do my best.
Book shit.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to Britain, everyone.
We're going
We're
to
getting on a
England.
ferry and we're going to London.
We're driving to London.
Yeah, we're driving in the van.
All right.
So I think with that, yeah, hold on real quick. So with that third F in the chat, we should probably head out.
Thank you so much.
I don't have a whole lot to say. If anybody has any thoughts at the end here, does anybody think they know where we're gonna go next? Are we really gonna go to Pittsburgh?
It's in Connecticut.
We
in my
talked
mind.
about Connecticut.
I feel like that like logically makes a lot of sense. Let me look at a map of this
Oh, hold on.
The
country.
United States.
Of the United States of
Yeah, Patty has a map.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
oh I know, that's the one I pulled up.
No, but look on
Yeah,
Roll20.
yeah, this is way better. Yeah, oh no, I know. I am on Roll20. I pulled it up, but having it full screen like this is way better. Yeah, I feel like honestly, let's go Rhode Island next. Actually, that's gonna be prior
Rhode
to
Island is
Connecticut.
fucked up.
Yeah, there was some fun shit in Rhode Island. Let's do Rhode Island next.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some fun shit there that I was really excited about, and it's right there, so might as well.
So we'll be heading this way.
And I still feel like we can get silly with it. We can kind of
we don't have to take a linear path. So if we want to
Yeah.
go, it like loop back around, like if there's shit in like New Hampshire or Vermont or whatever that we wanted to hit, we can do that. But I feel like for now, Rhode Island feels like a good next stop.
We don't have to even go anywhere specific in Vermont. Just going to Vermont gets you that experience.
Yeah.
So, we're thinking Rhode Island next.
Yeah, feels good.
This is fun. By the way, this is how we will be playing this game.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
If we go to Vermont, I want Bernie Sanders to teach me how to shoot a rifle like he would teach his own son.
He would be a young activist at this point.
Yeah. He'd be hot.
Okay, we have to go. We have to go.
Okay. No. Oh God. Sorry, I got my ring stuck on my binder. Just
Hell
curling
yeah.
things.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Everybody is one experience point away from a hot and juicy level up. Oh my god, we're zoomed in so close.
Everyone say goodnight, Hunter.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Hunter.
Good night, Hunter.
I'm going to bed.
I love you,
Alright.
baby boy.
I love you too. Thanks for having me, Patty.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
Just sleep.
Hold on.
Having COVID.
Yeah, you go to bed. We're gonna raid my good
Be
friend.
well. Mwah.
Good night.